Difficult scenario, end of game, everyone's absolutely banjaxed, and everyone makes a call there and then. Guys, you've had time to reflect on it and study it with all our different camera angles. What is your read now in the cold light of day?
Well, Brian and I were up in commentary, and immediately we thought the penalty was against Strauss for hands in the ruck, and it probably was a penalty. Now, it's interesting, we put the gates up there, and Mike Ford's comment saying, look at Garvey, you can see he comes through the gate. Well, once we've had another look at it, and we're going to demo it in a second, and Brian and I feel that those are the gates, and the body position that Garvey's got, possibly, and where the referee's standing, mean that he hasn't actually come through the gate, and I think it was a penalty.
The gates being the legal way of getting to a ruck.
Absolutely.
Right, yes.
You have to present a good picture. That's why the hindmost foot of the tackled player, that is the entry point of where you have to come through. And as you can see, Garvey just is right on the cusp, right on the edge. And the big thing here is about what the referee is seeing and the picture that is being presented. And there's no doubt there's two penalties in it. It's just we feel that the Garvey penalty happens a fraction before Strauss gives away his penalty.
We do have the boys from Muckfield here to help us out with this. A lot of Bath fans were saying, hang on, Garvey approached the ruck from behind, but actually it doesn't matter where he approaches, it's where he finishes up, essentially, isn't it?
And that's the big thing. We'll actually, if we can demo this, we'll have you, as Gar says, you know, you're fit to be a referee and not much else.
Dressed like a Frenchman.
So Lawrence is going to be Garvey. So the big thing for him, and when the referee is in close proximity to a ruck like this, is what's he seeing, what's his view. So in this instance, Lawrence or Garvey comes in, and yes, it was touch and go as to whether, as to whether it was through the gate or not. But it's actually how Strauss finishes up is the big thing, and it's the line of vision of what Garces sees.
You can see Garvey. I mean, bear in mind, it's the 80th minute of the game, so he's tired, he's breathing. He wants to clear Strauss out. You can see Strauss is over the ball. He's right on the edge of what is legal. But the key, as Brian said, is his body position. He's turned in, so it means that he looks like he's coming in from the side, and he tries to clear out Strauss. Strauss goes over the top, falls that side, and Garvey falls this side, which probably doesn't help him, Brian.
No, it doesn't. And look at the referee when he's seeing, you know, teams are playing from left to right as he's looking at it, but yet a player falls at his feet. Something's not quite right. If we can actually show the vision, and I'll replace Garvey in this instance. And one big thing that Joe Schmidt always went on about with Leinster and with Ireland is about barrels and squaring up at the ruck. Rather than coming in and hitting off your left foot, if you're a little bit crooked, coming in, stepping off your right and cleaning through. And by him finishing up on his backside towards his own post, towards his own line, looks like a much better picture for the referee to go, he came through the gate.
So I think what we're saying is that, you know, the Garces gets the decision right. There was two penalties. Second one against Strauss, but unfortunately for Bath fans, first one was against Garvey.
Right decision, agreed?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Do you agree, lads? Right decision? Yeah, well done. They had a late night.